Hi, Joe Coffey here for PremierGuitar.com. We're at NAMM 08 at the SKB booth, checking out all this rough, tough stuff SKB is known for. I got Steph Maffey with me here. Steph, everybody's talking about the brand new stagefive Pedalboard.
Yeah, it's really a hot piece right now at the show because there's never really been a pedalboard like it ever. Okay, the power system, we started from the ground up and we built our own transformer so that we could provide separate outputs for every single voltage that's on there. So everything's separated, it's isolated, there's no noise. We also provided 9-volt AC at 1.3 amps so that you could do Line 6 or Digitech pedals that require the AC. And we also went ahead and did saggable voltage so you can simulate the dead battery thing. A lot of guys, when they have distortion pedals, they want that dead battery sound. So you can set it on here, it's recessed so you can just forget it. We've got 9-volt, standard 9-volt. We've got 18-volt for the MXR stuff, 24-volt for old electro-harmonic stuff, and also 12-volt as well for any kind of boutique pedals that you might have. And as I said, all the things are isolated, so you don't have to worry about any crosstalk or noise. It's completely quiet.
It's got its own amp for a headphone jack. It's also got stereo outs with loops, right?
Yeah, and the headphone amp is so that you can practice backstage or in the hotel room when you're getting ready for a show. The cable tester, it seems like an obvious thing, but nobody's ever had one in the pedal board. Now, if you're at a gig and you get stuck and you're not sure, the cable tester's right there, and it's 1 through 2, 3 testing. It's real simple. We have 2 full loops so that you can get to the front and the back of 2 amps, which is the effects loop and the front of the amp. We have a buffer preamp that allows you for long cable runs, or if you have 2 guitars and one's got a hotter output than the other, you can match them with the buffer preamp because there's a bypass. So it's also got built-in cable management. I don't know if you can see that down here, but the cable management is easy to work from the top. You don't have to flip the board over to get to it. And on top of all that, it's dual voltage, so you can take it overseas on tour. You can go to Germany, you can go to England, you can go anywhere you want to go. And the case is guaranteed for life. The electronics are guaranteed for 5 years. So you're pretty much covered for anything you might need.
Now tell me about this over here. This is a really cool amp case.
All right, what we did with, this is the AUV 112, and our previous amp case was we call it the 710. It was for 212 cabinets, but there's a lot of boutique amps or high-end amps like Bogner's and Matchless and Mesa Boogie that are 112 combos the guys spend a lot of money on, but because they're all tube, they're very heavy amplifiers. So if you try putting it in a wood case, it's too heavy to get around. So what we wanted to do was use the same idea with using the cover as an amp stand. So when you get this thing to the gig, all you do is take the cover off, flip it over, lift up your amp and set it in there, wheels and all, and you latch it in and you're ready to play. Now you've got the amp up where you need it to be. It's not blasting all the sound into your legs, and it's protected because we've got the SKB polyethylene plastic around it, and we use a cleat system with a strap. It holds it in place. It doesn't go anywhere, and it's really easy to use.
Steph, I want to talk about this too. This is the power system from the Stage5 built into this rack case, right?
That's correct. What we wanted to do is we wanted to address, there's also a couple more people out there that have pedal boards, but they use them differently. You got people with rack systems where they're going to put their pedals on a tray, but they still need to power the pedals. So with the PDU-12, what you can do is you can mount this way, or you can mount it reverse, which this is actually the back of it. We have 2 of them in here, and the cables can be on the inside coming forward, so you can dress them out into your pedals. Also, the way you do that is by moving the rack ears. The rack ears can go on this side, or they can go down or up, so you can mount them on your custom-made pedal board or your homemade pedal board or whatever you want. You can mount them on there and it's no problem. So you got a lot of mounting options for the PDU-12, and it still has the same transformer with the isolated windings and all the different power options like the saggable voltage and the AC. All that stuff is in there.
And of course it is SKB, so it's got the 1,000,000-mile warranty. So I got to ask you, where's the odometer?
No need for one if it's always guaranteed.
Cool, man. Steph, thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you very much.
There you have it, the latest from SKB. I'm Joe Coffey, and you're tuned in to PremierGuitar.com.